Hi, good morning. This is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. Let's kick off. So China's industrial profits have fallen by 10%. Why is that important and what is the significance? So remember, in Driving Markets, we talk about markets while driving while talking about markets. It's back to China. So China has been struggling ever since it came out of the lockdown of the pandemic to get its economy up and running. Now that is partly due to the Communist Party, the People's Party, with their bureaucratic legislation regulation that they've applied to China, which is now restricting businesses growing. So China's industrial production and overall economy is made up of more than 67% small businesses, and those small businesses have not got back on their feet since the end of the pandemic, and this is a problem. Why is it a problem? It's quite simple. When you have an economy built on small businesses, and those small businesses are restricted through legislation, regulation, bureaucracy in growing, delivering the goods, producing the goods, exporting the goods, importing necessary materials, then that is going to retard and slow down the overall growth of that particular economy. Now, China is number 2 when it comes to global economies after the USA. Now that the US has got Donald Trump running the administration from January, then you're going to see some major changes. One of them is going to be tariffs, which are levies on Chinese goods. Now, he has promised, threatened, implied that the tariffs on China are going to be running at about 60%. So when goods, if that was to happen, when goods are exported or imported into the US, Chinese goods, there'd be an automatic 60% charge added onto those, which would increase inflation or push inflation much higher as far as the US is concerned. Now, the issue is with China is that all its numbers seem to be under pressure. It's got imports, exports under pressure, retail sales under pressure, manufacturing production under pressure, rising unemployment under pressure. So you've got a lot of industrial production under pressure. So you've got a lot of pressure there within China, whereby if it doesn't put itself out of this particular loop, then it's going to end up going into deflation. Deflation for a number 2 economy is very, very serious. Now, how can they come out of that? They can reduce legislation, regulation and bureaucracy, and they can probably introduce a huge stimulus package to get the economy going. If they don't do those 2 things, then the likelihood is that you could see China going into a recession. As far as the US is concerned, which we'll be discussing on another YouTube regarding how they plan to expand and cope with rising inflation in 2025, because inflation globally is going to tick up in 2025. But in the US, it could go up even faster as a result of the tariffs. We'll discuss that on another YouTube. Hopefully you'll share, subscribe, comment. You can also follow me on Instagram and on X. This is Mayor Valensky with Driving Markets. China is the issue. Catch you later.